What is up, y'all? It is Prime Anon, and today I'm here with Momo Money, Good Attitude Guy, Hydration Hero, Cookie Lover, Bronze Sexual, Monroe, and we will be discussing who the best wide receiver quarterback duo is in the NFL. So
Yeah,
yeah, so
it's been a long time since I've been on a video.
yeah, ever since I turned to sports content more, because more views, and I would
Yeah.
totally sell out. So um, yeah. So who do you think the best wide receiver quarterback duo is in the league right now?
Well, I really would have to say it'd have to be Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one. And for me personally, at least, I'm thinking about it as if I was a GM right now, what wide receiver duo and quarterback would I want? And I'm gonna say that Arizona Cardinals duo right there over the Packers only because they're younger. They're close
Right.
to the same level of talent, and with just the opportunity to get better with a dynamic quarterback. I mean, so much potential there.
Yeah, exactly. And all these people talking about Allen and Diggs and Matt Ryan and Julio. Matt Ryan would only be good. He wouldn't even be good if he didn't have Julio. I mean, it's just a fact. And and Allen and Diggs, super overrated in my opinion. Like Josh Allen, sure he had a good start to the season, and he played well. What was the game where his grandma died?
The last one, I think, or not the Cardinals game. It
No,
was the
the
one
one
before that.
before the Cardinals.
Yes.
Yeah, that game. He played well in those, but what else has he done this season? Honestly, like what else? And Stephon Diggs, yeah, he's pretty good, but everybody knows DeAndre Hopkins is 10 times better than him.
Yeah, if I had to rank the wide receivers in the NFL right now, I'd probably go Julio one, purely because if he had a better quarterback throwing to him, I think he would be doing much better.
Right.
Um, Probably DeAndre Hopkins at two, honestly.
Yeah, definitely D
And
Hop at
then
two.
third,
Probably Devontae at
yeah,
three.
Devontae at third. Him and DeAndre Hopkins, they could go back and forth on any given day, in my
Right.
opinion at least. Adams has lost, a lot of time due to injury this season, 2 or 3 games, I believe, and he is right up there in the stats, even with that time accounted for. But
Right.
availability is, a huge issue in the NFL. Um,
Yeah.
let's
And
see.
um, out of what do you think your top 10 would be?
Top 10 wide receivers right now?
Yeah, we
All right.
got top three. What about the next seven?
Okay. So we've done Julio, Devontae, and DeAndre Hopkins, and those three are basically
Right.
interchangeable. Um,
Right.
at number four, I'm gonna have to go with Devontae Parker. He's been doing very well this season, especially with the quarterback change factored in. He has a rookie quarterback throwing to him. People tend to forget that.
Right. Devontae is just super talented. And, I mean, yeah, Tua, he's good, but we have to remember he's a rookie and he can't make the accurate throws that I mean Matt Ryan can't, but that Aaron Rodgers can and Kyler Murray, the goat, can. So
And
yeah.
this is coming from an Alabama fan, people here, so you know it has to be
Right.
true.
Right. I love Tua, but he's not there yet. Even though he
Um,
has more than three
Wins
three
and like no
wins.
picks.
Yeah. Right.
Next
Still
up,
though.
I'm gonna have to go with Demir Bird of the New England Patriots. He's been having
Oh
a
man, what a goat.
great season with Cam Newton behind him. I mean, record doesn't always say it, and the majority of the Patriots games have been competitive. The Seahawks loss, that was down to the last play. I mean, most of the games have been down to the last play. The Bills game was down to the last play. I mean,
We know how that turned out. Trash Josh Allen. Trash
yeah, I mean,
Stephon.
it's just stuff like that. They could very easily be like better than their current record says, and Demir Bird is obviously a huge factor in that, in my opinion at least. Would you agree with me on that?
Yes, I totally agree with you. I mean, whoever doesn't have Demir Bird in their top five is just an idiot.
Just crazy.
All right.
Who
So what
else?
about six?
I'm gonna have to go with AJ Green, quite honestly.
Yeah,
Now, I know his
yeah. I mean,
numbers have been looking down this season, and we have to remember, he has an awful offense behind him. Joe Burrow is probably the only, bright spot on that like
T
team.
T Higgins is pretty good
T
too,
Higgins is
but
good, but John Ross is a non-factor.
right,
They really
overrated
don't
as
have
crap.
any. Yeah, I mean, he has a down year. Yeah, that's for sure. He's coming off a major injury. It's going to be expected for his numbers to dip, and we just need to accept that and accept the fact that he's still a great wide receiver.
Exactly. Um, who would your seventh have to be?
Seven. See, this is where it gets tricky, right? There are
Right,
many, many skilled wide receivers in the NFL, right?
right.
I'm gonna have to go with. Hmm. I'm gonna have to go with DK Metcalf right here.
Dude, exactly who I was thinking.
I know it's crazy, right? He's been doing very well in Seattle this year. The one Seattle game I personally watched against the Patriots, some of like the plays he was making were incredible, and this was against Stephon Gilmore, the best cornerback in the league. Some people think Tre'Davious White is the best cornerback in the league. No, that is
Tre'Davious isn't even top 10.
that is not true at all. Stephon Gilmore is clearly the best cornerback in the league, and if you disagree with that, then I don't know what to tell you. But some of the plays he was making, like putting his hands out at just the right moment to haul in the ball, some of those plays were just very impressive, in my opinion, of course.
Right. And, frick, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh,
Oh
well.
well.
Oh, yeah. Despite DK's 11 drops, I mean, I don't really think it's his fault. I think it's trash Russell Wilson's fault. Patrick Mahomes, way better than Russell Wilson. Wilson should win the MVP. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I do believe Patrick Mahomes will win the MVP. I mean, at the beginning it looked like, hey, Josh Allen and Russell Wilson could, but then both
But
of those
look what
guys,
happened to
I mean,
garbage Josh Allen.
both of those guys fell off, and it's Patrick Mahomes' race to lose at this point.
Right.
Um, so next up, I'm gonna have to go with Sterling Shepard next up. Sometimes the quarterback situation, sometimes the whole like situation itself, with the team, it's just not a good situation, and that's what I think the case is with Sterling Shepard.
Right.
Um,
If Danny Dimes wasn't on the Giants, he would be the best quarterback in the league. But anybody that's on the Giants is just automatically garbage.
it's just not a well-run organization at all.
Right.
Um, what number are we on?
I think we are on 9.
9. You know, I'm gonna have to go with the injured Odell Beckham Jr. And when I say
Oh,
injured, I don't mean
yes.
like before healthy. I mean like in a wheelchair on his crutches with a boot on. Odell Beckham
Oh,
Jr., right?
yes.
I mean, if you can catch it with one hand, you can be standing with the crutch on one hand, just, one up and grab it with the other. It's like easy money for him,
Exactly.
obviously.
Exactly. Odell is just amazing, so he can play in any condition
Any
he
condition, dude.
wants to.
It's crazy.
It is.
Top
All
10
right.
wide receiver in the league. Um, okay, so this one might be a bit of a stretch. Want you all to hear me out on this one. So even though he's not in the league yet, Rondale Moore is just an electrifying playmaker over at Purdue.
Oh my!
Even though he
The
hasn't
guy out
actually
of
played
Purdue.
this season. Yeah, the guy off
Oh, what a
Purdue,
beast!
just amazing playmaker. He's not technically in the NFL yet, but he might as well be, right?
Facts. He has the skill to be in the NFL already. I mean, he's already better than Stephon Diggs, but I mean that's not saying much. But still, he's already better than him.
Rondale Moore is amazing. If he wasn't injured, I'm willing to bet he would be in the Heisman conversation.
Oh yeah, easily.
easily, easily. So that's number 10,
Where do you
correct?
rank Stephon Diggs in your wide receivers list?
He's I. If he had a better quarterback thrown to him, he might be up higher. If he had a better offense going for him, but at this point in time, I'm gonna have to rank him mid 20s, honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
I
why I
just feel
put him
like
at
there are a
about
lot better
28th.
options. Yeah, 28th. That might be a bit of a stretch. I mean, let's not disrespect the man. He has to be 22 to 24, in my opinion, of course.
Yeah, yeah, I guess I could agree
It's
with
just
that.
like I'd rather have Tom Brady as a wide receiver than him right now, but that's subject to change. I
Actually,
mean,
I mean, I'd rather have Nick Foles since
well,
Tom
yeah,
Trash Brady.
but why can't we just have both of them? You know?
Right? Yeah, I'd rather have um, Tom Brady and Nick Foles than John Brown and Stephon Diggs over there in Buffalo.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes that's just the case. I mean, sometimes you'd rather have two quarterbacks.
Yeah, Philly Special Masters.
Well, not really for one of them, but
Oh yeah. Well, one of them is.
let's see. Did we forget anyone on that list?
I don't think so. I think that might be the most accurate list I've ever heard.
Agree. That is the top 10 best wide receivers in the league. Do we want to do top 10 quarterbacks too while we're at it?
Yeah, sure, fine with me.
All right, so number one is Kyler Murray. All right.
Oh, obviously.
After that insane win against the Buffalo Bills, it's just, I mean, look at that pass he threw. Look at that pass. That is pure skill
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
just insane.
Pure
It was
skill on both
insane.
ends. Yeah. I don't see how you cannot rank that man the number one quarterback in the, NFL.
That pass alone makes him the greatest quarterback of all time.
Agree. Um, Number two, I'm gonna have to go with Patrick Mahomes here. I don't think that needs any
Oh,
explanation.
yeah, yeah, obviously. We don't even have to explain that.
Number three, this one might be a bit of a stretch, but Jarrett Stidham, he hasn't played much this season.
Yeah. It's still he's the real deal.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you here, man. Jarrett Stidham, he hasn't played much. I mean, that's for sure. But you want to develop these younger quarterbacks, right? You don't want to throw them into the fire too quickly. And I feel like that's what the Patriots are doing. I think if Jarrett Stidham played a game right here, right today, against any defense, let's say he played against the Buffalo Bills
The
defense, he'd be putting
No,
up the Ravens
the
defense.
Ravens defense. Yeah.
Yeah, let's say he played against the Ravens defense. I think he'd be putting up Trevor Lawrence numbers, 7 touchdowns, getting taken down in the first half. He is just a
Facts.
very skilled quarterback.
He's just insane. It's just his abilities are just unfathomable to me. I just don't understand how anybody can be that good. He's on the come up. I say next year he'll be better than the GOAT Kyler and Patrick.
Yeah, yeah. And,
He
you
just
know,
has had time to develop.
with the Patriots, they're kind of taking an off season this season. They're developing the younger guys, trying to get a good draft pick. They're playing chess when other teams, such as the Buffalo Bills, are trying to contend when we all know the Chiefs are going to repeat as champions. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Exactly. Everybody knows the Chiefs are gonna win. It's just obvious.
Number four, who do you think is the fourth best quarterback?
You know, I'd have to say Trace McSorley. You know who
Agree.
he is?
Yeah, y'all know who Trace
Yeah,
McSorley is, right?
yeah,
Trace McSorley, throw it on a dime. Yeah, that
exactly.
dude.
See, he literally had a song made about him. We don't even have to go any further to
Yeah, a
explain.
song, dude. That's like big stuff right there.
Right, and then fifth, it got to be Ben DiNucci.
Facts, facts. I think the
I
Cowboys
mean,
just accepted this season was lost, and that's why they sat him because they wanted to protect him for the next season. You know,
Exactly. They've given up on Dak because they saw the amount of skill Benjamin has. It's insane.
it's crazy, dude.
And six over there in Jacksonville, Mike Glennon. Oh my
Dude, Mike
gosh,
Glennon is insane right now.
Mike
I'm
Glennon
not
is
even capping, yo.
amazing.
Mike Glennon
He's
might be the MVP next
insane.
season. The throws he are
Michael
making are
Glennon.
just crazy.
It's just insane how good he is. He's gonna be up there with Stidham one day.
Yeah, for sure. At 7, you know, I'm gonna have to go with Blake Bortles. All right. So he's had a rough couple of years due to injury. Uh, he never really recovered from the whole loss to the Patriots. He never reached those heights again. But he is getting there, you know? He is getting back up in that, MVP conversation. You know, when people say MVP, nowadays you think about, Jarrett Stidham, even though he's only played like 15 minutes. He was just that good. You think about Patrick Mahomes, right? And soon,
Right.
soon, probably by the end of the season, we're going to be saying Blake Bortles is in that MVP conversation once he gets healthy. Mark my words right here.
Yeah, yeah. I really just agree, like wholeheartedly agree with that. It's just it'd be insane to say that Blake Bortles isn't going to be in the MVP conversation uh, after he recovers from his injury. I'm predicting a 50 touchdown to one interception ratio season after he comes back from injury.
Yeah, I mean, he is a very, very skilled player, and I think we just have to expect that at this point. You know, it's impossible for defenses to prepare for him, and when he's not healthy, I mean, it's just it's just like that sometimes. You know, he's not healthy, so he's not doing as well. But when he gets healthy,
Exactly.
watch out, everybody.
Yeah,
So
the league needs to be put on watch when Blake Bortles comes back.
number 8. This one might be a bit of a stretch. I'm not gonna lie. He's not in the league yet again. He's not even in college football, but I think Archie Manning. I think he is one of, if not the best quarterbacks just in the world. This isn't the best quarterbacks in the NFL, it's the best quarterbacks in the world. And Archie Manning just has to be there.
Oh, dude, already, I'd have to say 1,000 times better than Josh Allen, wouldn't you?
Yes, agree
I
completely.
mean, that's not saying much, but Josh Allen is still an NFL quarterback,
Yes, he's
and
still an NFL quarterback.
and this kid is in high school, and he's already just insane. I mean, if you watch his highlights, the Manning brothers, they're not very fast, but this kid, he's a two-way quarterback. He's a dual threat. He can run and he can pass, unlike Josh Allen. Josh Allen sucks.
Yeah, agree. I would much rather have Archie Manning on the Bills than Josh Allen. I feel like Stephon Diggs would be doing a lot better, as we said before.
Right.
So was that 8? We'll say that was 8. Number 9. Who do we think the ninth best quarterback is?
I mean, you got to give your respect to Crab Leg Man, Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston, yeah.
I'm predicting the Saints to win out this season with him starting. It's just Bruce Arians' offense. It's just it's hard to learn. Tom Brady, he had to take a game to get used to it. Jameis really never could. Jameis isn't as smart as Tom Brady, though. We all know that. Um,
No
but
disrespect intended.
right,
Yeah, Jameis Winston. I think he will be up there. I mean, especially with Drew
oh
Brees'
yeah,
injury.
Jameis Winston.
Um,
Yeah,
Now Jameis is starting. I think the Saints have a real chance to drastically improve their standings, drastically improve their team. I think the Saints are now the team to beat out in the NFC with Jameis behind
oh,
the helm.
definitely.
Number
All right,
10.
10. Yeah.
Shoot. This is a tricky one. Mac Jones could be on this list. Very skilled quarterback out at Alabama, even if he is a
Right.
game manager. Um,
Now that's just
okay.
this isn't a video to get mad at Prime and on. So
Yeah,
So we'll
that's
leave
that's a
that.
video for another day.
Right.
Trevor Lawrence, he could be on this list. Very good. Same with Kyle Trask. But I think, with
Exactly.
all due respect, it has to go to Bo Nix.
Oh, I mean, his dual threat ability might
It's
be
just
better than
insane.
Archie Manning's. It's insane, dude.
And you know, the reason they call him Bo Picks is because he doesn't throw any picks. I thought they should call him No Picks because, he doesn't throw any. But everyone over at Auburn decided to call him Bo Picks for some reason. So, Auburn, I think y'all have already won the national championship. I'm going to be completely honest here. Um, if you had a better
Yeah,
wide
David.
receiver than Seth Williams, is that the dude's name? That
Oh,
dude is.
oh,
Oh, he would be doing
awful,
so much better.
awful.
So
Anthony
much better.
Shorts too. Anthony Shorts only gets thrown screen passes. That's all he can do. He can't catch a ball outside 10 yards for his life.
Yeah, as I said before, Bo Nix, no picks, Bo picks, whatever you want to call him. Auburn's just going to be relevant for the next 4 years because of him. I mean, it's crazy to me, honestly, how lucky they got with that quarterback.
I know. It's just insane. David, I'd really I know you're watching this. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this. So just please leave it in the comments.
Yes, to anyone that may be watching this, please leave your thoughts about our lists in the comments. Um, there's nothing else we can really rank, is there?
No, not really.
So yeah, that's gonna be it from Prime Anon and Momo Money Good Attitude Guy. So
Yep.
yeah, catch us in the next one. Peace.